Good evening, thanks for joining us on the news at 8. Today the 18th of October 2024. I am Abank Happiness Oliver. First, the major headline. 85,000 naira minimum wage, Sanwo-Olu's commitment to workers' welfare, says TUC. Northwest insecurity will be addressed, says federal government. JAMB raises the 16-year-old minimum entry age to 2025. We'll take commercials and be right back with the details and many more. Stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Now the details. Senator Orji Kalu, representing ABN North, says the President Bola Tinubu is laboring round the clock to resuscitate the nation from its economic woes. The former Abia governor, who was a guest on Channels Television's Politics Today on Thursday evening, added that the president is fully aware of the cries and hardship experienced by Nigerians brought as a result of his administration's policies. Farmers in the Mancho community of Kaduna State reported that herdsmen had destroyed their farmlands, causing the loss of crops worth millions. The farmers who cried out for help told the news agencies of Nigeria in Mancho on Friday that the sad development has predisposed them to hunger. One of them, Mrs. Martina David, a mother of 4, said she invested nearly 1.3 million naira in the cultivation of sweet potatoes only to lose the investment within 2 days after the farm was allegedly destroyed by herders. The Kaduna NSCDC commandant, CC Nahu BM Dan Sadwa, has deployed 1,500 personnel ahead of Saturday's local government election across the 23 local government areas. Dan Sadar, while deploying the personnel after the monster parade at the NSCDC Kaduna State headquarters, warned against accidental discharge and unruly behavior. Sponsored, the commandant charged all divisional officers to ensure all staff posted to their divisions carry out their duties effectively. He further advised personnel to adhere strictly to the dressing code and ensure full protection of lives and property, including critical national assets and infrastructure. Kaduna State government has restricted movement throughout the state from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. for the October 19th local government election in the state. The restriction of movement is to ensure peaceful, orderly conduct of the elections. A statement by the state overseeing Commissioner of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Ruwan, said vehicular movement as well as commercial and other related activities that may constitute impediment to law and order are to cease within the period of the restriction, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday. Lagos State TUC has described the approval of the 85,000 naira wage as a demonstration of Sanwo-Olu's commitment towards workers' welfare. Chairman of TUC in the state, Mr. Gbenga Ikundayo, and Secretary, Mr. Aladetin Abiodun, stated this in a statement issued on Friday in Lagos. The duo, while acknowledging the minimum wage pronouncement, commended the governor for recognizing the need to review the current minimum wage. Mohammed Abubakar, the Minister of Defense, reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to tackling banditry and insecurity in the nation on Thursday night. The minister stated this when he paid a courtesy visit to Governor Uba Sani at the Sir Kashim Ibrahim Government House in Kaduna as part of his official tour of the Northwest Zone. The visit is aimed at finalizing preparations for the launch of Operation Fasanyama, a joint military theater command established to tackle insecurity in the region. Many of the illicit weapons currently used by terrorists and bandits originally belong to the federal government, according to the National Security Advisor, Malam Nahu Ribadu. Ribadu spoke at the arms destruction exercise organized by the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons in the office of the National Security Advisor on Thursday in Abuja. Interior Minister Olubumi Tunji-Ojo has tasked the Code of Conduct Bureau with increasing public servant awareness of the code's requirements. This was disclosed in a statement by the Director, Press and Public Relations, Ministry of Interior, Ozoye Mohimi. According to the statement, Tunji-Ojo made a call while hosting the acting chairman of CCB, Motala Kankia, and his team, who were in a courtesy visit to his office in Abuja. He, however, noted that a lot of people, particularly civil and public servants, ran afoul of the Code of Conduct law out of ignorance. JAMB said on Thursday that universities and other higher learning institutions nationwide can now enrolled students who will be 16 by August 31st, 2025. The board announced that the impacted candidates will be accepted for the 2024-2025 academic year provided they match the institution's requirement. The Daily Sun recalls that the minimum age for admission in tertiary institutions were earlier this year deliberated at the 2024 policy meeting and decided to be 16-year-old for the 2024-2025 academic session. The deadline was then set for December 31st, 2024. On foreign scene, Vice President Rigathi Gachagua was removed from office, marking the first vice president to be impeached under the 2010 Kenyan constitution. Senate Speaker Amason Kingi announced that senators have this night voted to impeach the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. On Friday, President William Ruto nominated Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki as the new deputy president, submitting the name to the National Assembly for approval. On sports news, CAF has queried the Libyan Football Federation as regards the Super Eagles' delay at the airport prior to the Group D AFCON qualifying match. The Libyan Football Federation is panicking after being asked by CAF to submit documents relating to the cancellation of the AFCON qualifying Group D match against Nigeria after the latter refused to play the match after their plane was diverted to Labrak Airport and held hostage for 18 hours without food and water. Mbappe, a Real Madrid forward, seems unaffected to me, according to coach Ancelotti, following claims that he is the subject of a rape case. Mbappe's lawyer told AFP this week the France captain was shocked to see his name linked to the investigation and he will take action for libel. The forward was not selected by France for UEFA Nations League matches after an injury and visited the Swedish capital with a group of people last week. The sports news brings us to the end of the news at 8. But before we go, a recap of our major headlines. 85,000 naira minimum wage Sanwo's Olu commitment to workers' welfare, says TUC. Northwest insecurity will be addressed, says federal government. JAMB raises the 16-year-old minimum entry age to 2025. For these and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng and follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. I am Abang Happiness Oliver. Do have a pleasant night rest.